Uh, Today we had an appointment with the NRI Commissioner, Sarvaikar, and we met him. We also given a representation to the CM's office. Unfortunately, he was not there. He said his office said okay, they will discuss with NRI Commissioner and will decide on this issue. The NRI Commissioner Sarvaikar has been very supportive and he has taken and he seized of the matter. आणि त्याने आमकां आश्वासन दिला that he will try to bring relief to the people who are affected by the revocation of passports, and he'll try to see that they can apply for their OCI status in the days to come. So we are thankful to the government. We are also thankful to our Tanaude for bringing the issue up in the parliament, and आमकां आश्वासन दिलां तांणी सगळ्यांनी की they are working on the issue. आता I will also try to tell you what our main this memorandum actually explains all. I have given a copy to you all. आमचो main मुद्दो कितें काय? Okay, you all have revoked the passports. That we will not go into that right now. Okay, you have revoked the fine. But आमचो main question is, why are you not allowing or denying OCI to the people whose passports are revoked? This is the main thing. See, the revocation of passport is one side, and the OCI laws are different. Okay. Now you just because we have violated some clause, maybe in the passport thing, you just can't punish a person with a revocation of by denying the OCI. The OCI is the right of every Indian that is born there. It was brought in 2002 by Atal Vajpayee in place of dual citizenship. So it's basically meant for foreigners who have an origin in India. आणि हे भुरग्याचे आता पासपोर्ट रिवोक जाल्या त्यांचे हिंगा ओरिजिन त्यांचे गोरदार त्यांचे फॅमिलीज त्यांचे सगळे हांगा आसा. So how, on what basis are you refusing that? You are giving dual citizenship for people, for foreigners who are citizens of other countries. They are even holding dual citizenships. And then if their father was born or they have father or grandfather had an origin in India, he is getting an OCI. So why are genuine Goans who went to surrender their passports as per the law are punished by not denying OCI? Then a problem na to surrender ke liye, revocation ke liye, no problem, provided they get an OCI or a surrender letter so they can apply for OCI. So this is what the government has said, that they are working and trying to bring relief in. After the revocation is over. The revocation, how it was brought, that it came because of the circular from the Kerala High Court, which said you should not put a penalty, because prior to the circular of 30th November 2022, the passport office was issuing a surrender certificate by issuing a penalty. But after the circular, they started revoking the passport. So this is not fair. This is where the arbitrary things happened, because the group before 30th of this circular was rewarded and the other group was punished, and they did this without even putting this circular in the public domain. They should have told that they should have given a amnesty period. So we are changing the law. Please, in the next 2 or 3 months, you'll surrender or do whatever you have to do with your passport. We are giving you a certain time. But this, the passport office did not do. And this has put a lot of people into inconvenience. We are not talking about 70 people. We are talking around, the figure has got to more than 400. And this issue is not only about them now. This issue is about all Goans who have got the assento. Anta kite munta? Portugal's government munta that the minute you register your birth assent, you become a citizen of Portugal. So by their law now, how does the Indian government look at this? Why I am telling this? Because all Goans must be aware of these implications of this new thing. This problem is about this 70-80 people. No, this will affect around 5 to 6 lakhs people who have got their assent registered. Assent घेऊ ना, मी आपल्या भुरग्याक लावून करूं, कितें लावून करूं, assent घेना, but they are By law today, they are citizens of Portugal. So what are the implications? Implications are tomorrow your election card can be terminated if they get a list from Portugal. All of them can become because they are foreigners actually living in India. Their ration cards can be cancelled. People who are working in thousands, lakhs of people who are working in government jobs, they have to be terminated. All these issues will come to the fore because the Indian government can't ignore this anymore. You understand? Unless the Indian government changes the law. So I mean, don't treat this as an issue only of these few people. This issue belongs to all governments to rise up on this issue, to move the government, to move all the forces, so that we can get justice not only for these people but for other governments who will be affected by this.
We are hopeful and we are very positive that the government, with the government's interaction that we had for all these days and today by meeting the NRI Commissioner, Mr. Narendra Savekar, he has given us a very positive feedback and he said he would definitely look into it, and he has already been working together with Mr. Tanaude, who is the MP of Goa for the Parliament in Delhi. So we feel that things are going on in a very positive way for the Goans who are affected by this issue, and a solution is going to come in. And I only request, as Mr. Kennedy has said, the Goans who are affected by this should be aware of the rules that are going to change, because ignorance of rules doesn't give you any amnesty or give you any relief. So we have to be very vigilant and we have to be very cautious when we are making any move. We have to go by the rule and we have to abide by the rule.
No reason given to me, and I was not informed also that my passport will be revoked.
So after you was revoked, then you applied for visa?
Yes.
They gave you?
They gave me after
8 months.
After 8 months.
So 8 months you had to wait?
Yeah.
Why? What
There was no reason.
No
reason.
So you had to wait?
Yes.
And in those 8 months, she was stateless, in the sense didn't know what to do, completely stressful and
Yeah.
very.
I went into a depression.
When was it revoked? After this October?
In February.
Yeah, in February.
And then you have to wait for 8
months. Not knowing like what I would be in for.
Finally, the visa is come, but it's valid for 1 year, so in February it's valid.
Then you have to again apply.
Now, we are
We have
hoping
to apply in January.
No, when you have to go for surrendering, that is, they have to put a cancellation. They have to issue a certificate and then you have to go and apply.
No certificate was issued to me.
revocation certificate was given. No surrender certificate.
No surrender, sorry.
Revocation. But it is more or less similar.
No. Revocation does not give you the right to apply for OCA. That's what they say.
And surrendering,
Surrender let it OCA.
you have to apply for OCA.
Yeah.
So whenever you go for, when you had OCA, you could apply any time for.
Yes.
And now you have to pay for that.
No, now there is no surrender certificate given because the passport is revoked. They say we cannot issue a surrender certificate.
Those cases are rejected.
The cases are rejected.
It is a,
Yeah, the whole issue is about not granting OCA only. Otherwise, if the OCA is given, the whole problem becomes resolved.
Thank you.
Just for an example, I'll give you. Because see, this is how it is. Now, these people are being punished for the simple reason of revocation. Okay. Now, I think there's a minister in the government whose issue has just come up. He is also having the assent. So, if their passport is revoked for the same reason as becoming a citizen, then how come he is still holding office on the same reason?
But have you produced that?
That actually many people produced that assent, no? Miki Pacheco and others.
They are not given to anybody.
I think in the press conference he was showing that thing. I think he has given.
They are
That
not
can be
given
proved
copies.
because there was a press reporter. He was taken by press. But we find out.
Thank you.
So Kennedy, what will you all do if the government doesn't help you all in this?
See, we are very positive that the government will help. There's no question.
But in case it doesn't,
There's no in case I feel with the vibes
We are very sure
with the
that
sure
they
that way that the Narendra Savekar has spoken to us now, we are feeling confident that they are trying to bring a solution to this problem, or at least give immediate relief to those people who are affected.
How soon? How soon? Yes,
How soon?
Because
You might
of
see
the-
this is It's a very
It's a very
intricate,
technical
intricate
technical
matter
issue.
because
We
it
patiently waited for this long, so we might as well wait.
because it involves a lot of ministries, MEA, external affairs. So there are very intricate laws, and they have to get around it.
And
But-
Goa is a very unique case.
So a solution will
Compared
come.
to other parts of India,
Correct,
Goa is a
but-
very unique case.
एके साईडच्यान तुम्ही हो इश्यू
But as we said, if the solution does not happen, then the last alternative will be to go to the courts. That's all.
करेक्ट बाबा एके साईडच्यान तुम्ही हो इश्यू लोकांच्या फुड्यान नदरे काडटा. Few days back there was former minister Nikki had brought up another issue as far as Portuguese. So how do you read this? Because once you all are trying to fight for the Goans who are really affected with this, एके साईडच्यान going
This is what I just now said. Because law cannot be separate for these people, and law cannot be separate for a minister. If their passport is revoked for holding an assent just for registering their birth, then if the minister's birth also is registered, then automatically he has to be disqualified or has to be done something about it. He cannot be holding a public office. That basically is a Portugal citizen. So, but like him, he did not obtain the BI or the passport. He's just having the assent. Just like that, there are lakhs of people in Goa who are holding the assent. So that means they are actually
Holding
Portugal
the assent by default.
by default. So now the government must find a solution to this. What shall you do? Okay, आता पहिले किती करताले आम्ही Portuguese passport मिळवली म्हणतो surrender करताले. If this is the case now, if assent is the date of becoming a citizenship, then the government may have to, Indian government may have to tell, okay, on getting the assent, you ask for OCI, surrender your passport and ask for OCI. That is the step that they might have to take to protect these people. Otherwise, things will be in a mess.
Okay.
Clear-cut guidelines has to be given by the government, by the MEA, or by a government by sitting together with the MEA, our government, and they must find a solution to this. Thank you.
Okay.
कितल्या गोंयकारांक हेजो एक जातलो affect जातलो?
आता रिवोकेशनाचो इफेक्ट कोणाची पासपोर्ट पळय रिन्यू करतात ताका रिन्यू करची पडटली वा तेंच्यानी लॅप्स करची पडटली. सो ते आतां ऑलरेडी फिगर 500 पावलो. सो ओवर इफ दे स्टे लॉंगर लायक दीस विदाउट एनी लॉ अरावंड तुका सांगला ते प्रमाणे आसेंताचेर दर वचत 5 लाख तरी लोक एफेक्ट जातात.